Check, check. Ooh, I'm hot. I'm hot.
Check, check, check.
Check, 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 check. There you go. A little more, Todd.
Give me some more too.
Check 1, 2. Little more. Check, 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 check. Perfect. I'm perfect. Perfect.
More.
Check, check. Yeah, I can't.
I'm not hot.
But there you go. There. Oh,
Okay.
oh, now you're too hot.
Yeah. But I'm good.
But you're burning my ears up.
Oh. Well, because I talk soft.
No, yeah. No, you're right. And whenever you want to go, Todd, I'm ready.
Hey, Boyer's back in. He worked last week?
A couple weeks ago, BHS. He's good. We had a long talk. A couple of really. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Kern High Network live exclusive coverage of the high school district athletics tonight. It's high school football, SYL. I'm Vance Palm, joined by Rick Van Horn, and this is an old school matchup. You know when they have those new schools way out west that play each other? We're looking for some stories. Here, they fall on us. They're everywhere. East High School at South High School. The Rebels hosting the Blade. Hi, everybody. Again, this is Vance with Rick. Well, Dr. Van Horn, there's a lot of storylines here. You have a lot of connections to both schools. We'll get into that. But how about a nice Rebel hosting the East Friday night game?
It is, and this goes back to, I want to say 1958 back in there.
1958.
You're talking about, a long time. These are the original SYL guys, okay? East, South, North, of course, Bakersfield. Foothill came in a little later, but these guys were here in the 50s and been playing ever since.
The Rebels have a tradition that we have seen before on football teams like Hawaii, football teams that have a great intro. You're about to see it right now, is the Marching Rebel Band, which, by the way, another great staple of this high school is this fantastic marching band that we'll see at halftime. The S lit up in the north side of the football field. It's a beautiful evening, pink, puffy skies, and let's check this out.
I want to say this tradition started back when John Wren was here.
Absolutely.
Of course, John has passed on and former coach at South High, but they started this kind of the Tonga call sign or the native dance.
Man, I got goosebumps. That was nice. That was really, really nice. So South High School hosting East High School in an old school football game. This is the Kern High Network, live exclusive coverage of Kern High School sports, and what a blast. Julian Wilson, our cameraman tonight, our director, producer. We are riding in the Bentley. Todd Bentley here from Highland High School, and it's going to be a fun night. And Rick, as the evening unfolds, we get a couple of timeouts, some stoppage of play. I want to talk to you about your affiliation with East High Blades, familiarize some of our younger listeners and viewers with that. And for South High School, boy, how many great, stellar athletes have come out of this high school in all sports, and certainly in football as well. So here we are, an important football game as well. South High School has been really a powerhouse the last few years in this league. But East High School has some talent, has bloodline football as far as the coaching with Coach Greider. So it'll be a fun night tonight. Looking forward to having everybody with us.
They sure will.
Rebels are going to get the ball first tonight. And we're underway. A long boot, and it's going to be taken at about the 3-yard line. Looking for some room. He's got some space on this near side. Nice tackle. Or is he down? Maybe not. Still on his feet. And the Tonga group brings him up to about the 31-yard line. So a good start for South High School there. Kenneth Rugnow, son of Michael Rugnow, one of the great drummers, musicians from Arvin High School. Crimson
Is that
Bear
right?
Brigade.
All right, he's their leading receiver. That initial tackle was made by David Diaz there for East High. Got to give him a shout out.
Well, there'll be a lot of them tonight.
Yeah, there will.
The Rebels. Quarterback Bryson Aguirre stands in the shotgun at the 25-yard line. First play from the line of scrimmage tonight. They keep it on the ground, and it's about a 3-yard gain. Rick, what do you know about these teams?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you, this Bryson Aguirre, I'm excited to see him play because he's hitting on 66% of his passes for 813 yards, 11 touchdowns. So he's throwing about a touchdown every third pass, averaging 20.8 yards completion.
2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground again. It looked like he had a big seam to get through, but East High shut it down very quickly. Thought it was going to be a much larger gain than that, but a strong run on the play out there by Ryan Harlan. Harlan, senior running back, outside linebacker. And it's a long 3rd and 3 on this first drive.
You know, South High is averaging 40 points a game. They could easily be 6-0 this year.
Third and 3. They're going to take it down close on the play clock. Still looking to the sidelines. There he gets the count. And a timeout early here in the football game. And Kerry Mills wants to talk it over.
You know, we're talking about South High is 4-2 going into this game, 1-0 in league, which is what counts. But their 2 losses have been to Independence in the overtime by 4 points, I believe. And a couple weeks ago, they lost to West High by 1 point.
Started out hot against West, too, and
they
kind of
did.
stalled.
And they kind of let West kind of score 20 in a row, but
and then that Independence team, I've called a couple of their games this year. They're loaded.
They're a good
Tyler's
team.
Got a great
They're a good
there.
team. So, you know, South High is probably the team to beat in this SEYL. You know, North High's got something to say about that. East High's kind of that spoiler team that could, if they play well, they can beat either one of them.
Neither team with massive rosters. It's not as if you see football players lined up all the way down the sidelines. 3rd and 3 will be the first pass play of the evening. No, it's not. They keep it on the ground, and an extra effort, and that's what it took to get that first down, and that is a strong run. And hit early in the play, but Harlan able to get that extra yard. 1st and 10. I thought it was quite appropriate tonight as we came in, Rick. Pink puffy clouds in the sky, and right in the middle of the football field for breast cancer awareness, a pink ribbon. It was just ordered up. You see the pink socks, you see all the coaching staff with the pink hats, and how about this great defensive play
nice
right
play
there.
by Brandon Austin.
Oh man, Daniel Lomax thought he was gone.
Daniel Lomax. He's tackled by number 34, Brandon Austin.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Austin.
Austin doubles as the tailback on offense.
I would think so, with that speed. Wow. So the South High Rebel offense being directed by Aguirre. Patient, not a hurry-up offense. They don't huddle, but they also don't snap it too early. 2nd and 8. Aguirre might be the perfect pass opportunity. It looks like it is. He drops back, fires one out to the left side. It's caught, and a quick turn back, and a big hit at the end of it. But how about that for a first down inside East High territory to the 40-yard line. So a big pitch and a big catch by the big fella. I think that's Christian Gonzalez with the catch. 5'10", 170.
Christian Gonzalez takes the ball down to the 41.
Got to let our viewers and listeners know that, again, these uniforms, maybe not not the easiest to pick for South High. For East, we're not going to have any problems getting these numbers, but for South, maybe a little tricky once in a while. First drive of the ball game. In motion is Rugnow. Flags come out. And I think there was movement there by East High School, and there was.
It's an offsides against East High. It'll make it first down and 5.
So clock stops for the first time on this drive. Just underway at South High School. They received the kickoff, and this is their first drive. 1st and 5. Another stretch play out here to this near side, but we're finding out quickly that this East High defense is up for the challenge. And Noah Arvizu
and Austin again coming up and setting the edge.
Ernie Aranda, number 52.
One thing that's been constant for East High this whole year is their defense. Their offense have sputtered a little bit this year, but their defense has been consistent and very tough.
2nd and 7. Gary looks over to the near side. The ball's on the close hash underneath us. The 37-yard line for East. Gary looks over. Takes the snap. They keep it on the ground. East High School waiting for it. Nothing happened there, and it looks like Joseph Jones wrapped up on that. So for the optics,
looked like the young sophomore Tamir Buford for the Blades just called up about 2 weeks ago from the JV team to come up and fill that spot, and here he is starting a defensive end.
Rick Van Horn, nugget after nugget after nugget, man. It's good to see. I haven't called a game with you in a while. I thought they banished us together. No more Palm and Van Horn. Pass play, 3rd and 7 to Gary. Floats one out here. Oh, and it was almost picked off. Instead, caught for a first down. And for a brief second there, we thought that was long gone. We thought Austin was going to take that to the house on a pick 6. No dice. First down, South High School.
Pass completed to number 10,
well, that bootleg, he just kind of flicked it about 26 yards.
Play number 84, Andrew Almazan.
Now, is that Rugnero, right? Is that
Rugnow.
Rugnow, okay.
Rugnow. Dad's a great musician.
Leading receiver for South High.
This time between the tackles, strong run, strong tackle. 2 big, tough guys in there. The tackle was made by Michael Aguirre, and that's Joseph Jones on that run. Man, look out for those two tonight.
By number 34, Joe Jones.
Michael Aguirre is another sophomore they pulled up about 2 weeks ago.
By number 58 of the East
was a JV kid most of the year, all preseason.
First drive of the ball game, no score, South. Very deliberate in this drive, very methodical, just plodding ahead. Joe Jones has a quick chat with his quarterback, Aguirre, on a 2nd and 5. Aguirre, they stay with Jones. This time he's wrapped up very quickly. Nice hit out there again by Ernie Aranda. Aranda is a senior. I like this defense for the Blades.
They're playing tough, and that's what Coach Chad Grider, that's his background. Of course, his dad is Arvin Legend, Dallas Grider, and so he grew up knowing defense. We do want to make a roster change. Number 20 for the Blades is Jackson Phillips. Program has him listed as number 12, but it's Jackson Phillips.
Strong left side,
20.
Rick. Everybody over to the left side except for Joe Jones right behind him on Aguirre's right hip. 3rd and 5. Aguirre looks right the whole time. Throws, takes a hit, lets it fly, and it is almost caught for a touchdown. Wow. A lot of oohs and ahs on that play on both sides of the football field. Aguirre took a big pop, a clean hit, but still almost delivered a dime for a touchdown.
Yeah, pretty good coverage by Andrew Amazon there. It's going to bring up
Broken
4th
up on
down.
the play by number 34,
And
Brandon
we'll see if
Austin.
Luis Haro lines up. Look at this, a 37-yarder to start off Friday night, Rick. So Luis lines it up. He's on the near hash. All of the yard lines, all the hash marks, everything is pink. Looks great. For 37 yards. It's up, and it is a beauty, an absolute beauty.
Number 17, Luis Haro.
So Haro,
With 3 points on the board.
that was like it was a Thursday PAT practice.
Yeah, it looks like he could have went another 10 yards back.
Boom. So once again, everybody, welcome to Kern High Network's live exclusive coverage of the Kern High School District's athletics. Tonight, we are at South High School. It is a very festive, fun atmosphere here tonight down on the south side. They're welcoming over the east side, the Blades. Score 7-0. 3-0 scores on their first drive with a Harrow 37-yarder. Right below us is the much heralded and highly awarded South High School Marching Rebel Band. We'll see them tonight at halftime. My partner Rick Van Horn and I happy to be here calling an old school football game. How you been, dude?
I'm been good. How about you? Been a
Fantastic.
couple of weeks.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the rating, I don't know, maybe our ratings were so high, you and I.
That they were, ESPN was calling. I know. Gruden's gone. I know they filled the Corona commercial with Romo, but
Yeah. He said, Van Horn,
we still got a couple open dates out there.
I've got a lot to talk to you about tonight. We had a lot of stuff to cover here this high school season of football. We'll talk a little college football. I want to just talk, it's that time of year, Major League Baseball playoffs. There's a lot happening in the world of sports. But right now, the East High Blades are going to finally get the ball in offense with 5:06 to go in the first quarter. Little 9-iron to about the 20-yard line, taken in full stride. Going to have a little time, looking for some space. Can he get outside? No, he is tracked down quickly, and that's Jason Beltran. So he gets it to about the 26-yard line, and now we're going to see this
return by number 11, Jason
East High
Beltran.
offense.
Looked like he might have had a seam in there if he would have cut it up a little earlier. Tried to get it wide, but South High wasn't having any of that.
Ball out to the 26-yard line where East High will take over on offense.
Richard Lara is the quarterback for East High School, 3-year starter. I've called a lot of his games. Takes the snap, Lara does. It's a run play to start things off. Tough run to the right side. Still on his feet. No whistles. Still no whistles. And finally, after a 2-yard carry of about 5 Rebels, and they're having to get everybody off the pile.
That's Nate Martinez, Jr., 5'6", 182 pound tailback.
Second down and 9.
Strong right side. Trips out to that far right side, and the ball's on the far hash. Lara looks at it again. Uh-oh. Big play behind the line of scrimmage, and look at the big fella go.
It looks like number 5. Is that number 5?
Number 16, Nate Martinez with the carry again. This time met by number 5, Demetrius Acevedo.
Acevedo got him. 6 foot 220.
Well, this is what East High's got to avoid, these 3rd and longs. They can't be chasing the chains these all night against these South High Rebels.
3rd and 10. Strong left side, everybody out there. Lara's got a gun. Don't kid yourself. He lets it fly to show everybody. A lot of contact downfield, no flags. And that's just going to be an incomplete pass. Nothing doing, no laundry, but we get a chance to see that strong arm of Lara. Incomplete, they'll punt.
Pass was intended for number 11, Jason Beltran, falls incomplete.
Definitely the most experienced quarterback in the league. Probably, and talk to different people, probably the
Maybe
best
in the
quarterback.
city.
Yeah.
In the city.
And can really sling it. In fact, that's kind of his Achilles heel. He likes to throw it deep almost too much. You know, you've got some underneath guys that you can throw to, get the first down, keep the chains moving. But he can't throw it deep.
They're going to punt, and, the low snap, able to get it. No fair catch sign, and a really nice East High blade bounce. Look at this. This is going to go to about the 27-yard line. Coaching staff for the Rebels kind of hoping that had been fair caught.
Andrew Perez got a nice bounce there. Punter for East High.
The 26-yard line of South High. It's down by number 4, Carlos Estrada.
Once again, we're riding the Bentley tonight. Todd Bentley, as prepared and meticulous of a man you could ever ask for.
With his Dodger gear on.
He didn't forget anything, including a 7-pound bag of popcorn. Hey, if you're into health, that's your dumbbell right there. That's your barbell right there. But he followed it up with about a 18-foot. Can I say it on the air? I don't want you to get in trouble. Waffles, something, blueberries, whipped cream.
What was that?
Yeah, no, he's Mr. Run and Gun tomorrow. 25.
I saw those out at the fair. What were they? Funnel cakes. That's it.
They're called heart cloggers.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Trips out here to the bottom, the right side. Gary rolls to his right, wants to throw across the body, floats one out there, and almost just over the outstretched fingertips. Intended out there for Isaac Diaz. Oh, it's a Rugnow.
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 Yeah.
When I grew up with Mike, it was always, give me a rug now, right? So
Rugnow.
You got it.
There you go. So I take it he's an Arvin guy. Rugnow,
Rick,
the Arvin guy.
Isn't the epicenter of the planet
It
Arvin?
is. It's the garden center of the.
What
is it?
Garden in the Sun.
Oh, okay, Garden in the Sun. That's it.
We used to be friends. Here we go. 2nd and 10. High snap. Flag on the play right in the middle of the scrum. Great reaction by the defense for East anyway. So
nice initial tackle by Nate Carr. Number 56.
There on the carry. There's a flag on the play.
You know, when Coach Grider took the team over in May, so he kind of took it over late. But the good thing about it is he's only got 12 seniors on this team. A majority of these guys are coming back for next year. So looking for some big things from Coach Grider and the Blades in the upcoming years.
You know, Rick, we had our week -1 tech run through at Frontier this year, and East High was one of those teams
That's
that
right.
we kind of went through our tech run through, and we were, you know, every time I'd look up, Laura's throwing another 50-yarder, a 40-yarder, a 55-yarder. So
yeah.
East can bring it, they can do it, but they're up against a tough South High team that's maybe got a little chip on their shoulder.
And the bad thing about it for him now, Coach Grider, is that that team is not the same. He's lost 2 offensive linemen off the his starting front.
South looks really confused here. They're running players all over the place. They might not get the play off, do they? Oh, they just do. A Gary screen play here to the near side. Can he pick up the blocking? Misses 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Finally gets brought down to the 30-yard line. So the East High defense doing their job on a 3rd and 10, and South High is going to have to punt the football. They almost didn't get that play off.
Screen pass number
Another
7,
good job by
brought down by number 56,
Austin and Almazan.
84, Andrew.
I thought I saw Carr in there.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Harlan with the catch, but just couldn't go anywhere. And now East High School is going to get an opportunity to get the football with good field position. Brandon Austin stands back at his 40-yard line. And we've already seen the excellent kicking of Harrow, so now he will punt. And it's a boomer. Austin's going to have to tell everybody to get away. It hit a Rebel.
It looked like it hit somebody.
It hit a Rebel, and that was close because Carlos Estrada, the ball almost bounced. Either way, he backed away and said, hey, it didn't hit me, but it hit somebody, and that could have been catastrophic for the Blades, but they confirmed that it hit a Rebel, and now East High School is going to take over really good field position.
Pretty good field position here. You know, they were 3 and out that first series, so hopefully they can get it dialed in, get Laura on track.
And here they come. Richard Lara, 6 foot, 180-pounder, looks every part the quarterback, comes out with one back behind him, and that's Nate Martinez. 1st and 10 Blades, 1:49 to go in this first quarter. They have the ball at their own 40. Keeper for Laura, nice play call, and he wraps up and gets a 6-yard gain. He's a big, strong, tough kid and a leader. So running between the tackles, nothing new to Laura. First
run by number 9,
carry for him tonight, and that was nice.
Down by number 34,
We mentioned it earlier about East High missing 2 guys. They're Aaron Garcia, their starting center's out on concussion protocol, and Julian Cueto, their starting guard, I believe, is out on concussion protocol.
2nd and 4, trips down here to this bottom side, the left side of the line of scrimmage. Laura fires across the middle. Great defensive break on the ball. A really nice play by Rugnow.
Rugnow playing both sides of the ball and playing.
Brings up a quick 3rd and 4 after that first 6-yard run.
3rd down here for the Rebel defense. Make some
Seems
noise
like the
for
Blades are
your
up against it
Rebels.
again, just trying to get to midfield, which would be a 1st down if they get to the 50. They bring it at him. Looks like a screenplay, but he better get rid of it. Laura fires one, finds it. Will it be enough for the first? It is a great run and more. He's trying to stretch it out for a 1st down. What a great play by Nate Martinez. The patience to draw that out, and Laura making something out of nothing.
Pass completed to number 16.
Wow.
Nate Martinez brought down
Great
number
play
15,
by
Ramses
both
Rogers.
Laura and Martinez. Laura got forced out of the pocket, stayed with his, kept his eyes downfield, and got it to Martinez.
Martinez kept running the route, and he threw it right into him. 1st and 10. Here come the Blades at the 25-yard line. What a great fake by Laura. He keeps it. Everybody bit on it, so much so that they threw Brandon Austin to the ground, didn't have the football. What a great fake.
Well, when you run a spread offense like this, your quarterback has to be able to beat teams with their legs. And that's one thing that they kind of tried to keep Laura in the pocket because he's so valuable to this team. But now with only 4 games left, you've got to turn him loose a little bit.
Hard count, and it was encroachment. And the cadence just mixed up just enough. He got it just enough to get some people to bounce over there, and that moves the ball up again. Look at this. 1st and 5.
1st and 5 from the 9.
Still enough real estate to pick up a first. And
will
that'll do it. End of the first quarter. 3-0 right now. The Rebels up by a field goal, but a really nice drive taking shape here on the Kern High Network. We'll be back right after this short message.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Rick Van Horn, Julian Wilson on camera, Todd Bentley, our director-producer tonight. We are at South High School, starting the second quarter on a 1st and 5 from the 10-yard line, and it's Lara again with a great play fake. Does the big fella get in? Oh, quarterback gets down to the 1-yard line. It'll be first and goal from the 1. I'll tell you what, Brandon Austin is helping sell that so well. He just takes the fake, tucks it over, and really, really nice play there. First and goal from the 1. Here come the Blades.
Pretty good block by the right guard there, Luis Ramirez. He's got listed at 74, but he's actually number 78 on the field.
Whistles blow, flags fly from the far line. Judged down by the marker on the other side. Looks like false start for the Blades. So Coach Greider not going to be thrilled with that one. On a first and goal from the 1.
Man, that's going to hurt.
This brings it right back.
Yeah.
Just underway in the second quarter. 3-0 is the score. Long field goal by Haro. A beautiful one. 37-yarder that could have been a 50-yarder, but now it's going to be first and goal from the 6. 3 backs spread across the backfield behind Lara, and some serious blocking up there for Nate Martinez.
Number 16, Nate Martinez with the carry.
Coach, 3 backs straight across behind the quarterback.
Yeah, the old Fresno State used to call that the power T. If you remember, Taft used to run that.
They're in it again, and by the way, just another reminder here, one of the nostalgic, endearing things about calling the game at South High is the permanent pole structures. We've seen them many years, and every time I see them, it reminds me of last year's legendary call here by the great Kyle Wiley. Were you on that, Dr. Bentley? Were you here? We were doing the BHS game.
Was that the South High Highland game?
Highland game.
Right here?
One of the all-time great calls. Kyle Wiley, I think he was going to fall off the top here, and he texted us while we were calling. I think you and I were calling our game.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Centennial, I think it was BHS Centennial, and Kyle was losing his mind on one of those great calls, and it made the Peak Awards as the best comeback of the year, and it was the best story of the year, and we had him in the back.
That's right, on the Archive magazine.
Yeah, so.
Well, you know, yeah.
Great finish to a game there. And
Mr. Wiley has that affection where if he goes to a school, it's his school for the rest of his life. So he's been at South, he's been at East, now he's at Golden Valley, and those guys are dear to his heart.
Second and goal from the 3. As Julian gets us close there. This time to get it to the left side. He does not get in. And
that was Austin.
Austin tried again. A really great job out there.
Number 34, Brandon Austin on the carry, brought down by number 22, Daniel Lomax.
And that was great. Lomax, the junior running back, with a touchdown saving tackle. Boy, Coach Greider wants to get in here.
Now, you're going to hear a lot of Lomax. He's their leading rusher and their leading tackler.
Lara wants to throw, has a man wide open. Oh, he overthrows him. That was a touchdown, and he knows it, and it was Tamar Buford, the sophomore, and Lara dinged up a little bit, and he looks like he's kind of limping just a little bit on that right foot. So what's the call here going to be? It looks like Coach Greider's going to go for the field goal as well. Tie this thing up 3-3, or is he, Rick?
Looks like they're bringing the horses back in, so they're going to go for it.
Look at this. So we have a really fun, festive crowd here at South High School. Great public dress announcer. They've got more food than the fairgrounds here. This is going to be a big play. 4th and goal from the 3. Lara throws across the middle, and it's
I think he's got it.
A touchdown. It's
Michael Rodriguez.
There. The junior comes down with the grab, a perfectly thrown ball, slant inside, touchdown Blades.
Nice call by offensive coordinator James Kane, who was, by the way, a former running back for the South High Rebels.
Athletic Director Kenneth Chapman, Principal Leo Holland at East High School. And here is the point after. The snap, the hold, the kick, and goodness, do we have some legs tonight on both sides of the football. Wow, George Ramirez.
Extra point attempt is good by number 2, Luis
Luis Gutierrez.
7-3.
And that was another long ball. Will that play into the storyline tonight? It's 7-3. East High up by 4 here in the first half. Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn. Rick, I've caught a lot of games with Cornford this year. You and I have called a couple, so we've been spread around the city this year doing different games. Your take on some of the things you've seen this season in 2018?
Well, I tell you what, one thing, since we're in the SEYL here, that I've seen North. North's a very good club. They're going to contend here, and I'm thinking, and can't count out Highland. I think Highland and East are kind of those spoiler teams. South and North, the way it's been going, have been the forefront leaders in this league. But as we're seeing tonight, if East brings their A game, Highland brings their A game, it's a 4-league toss-up.
14 toss-up.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. East High now starting to think, hey, a couple of good defensive stands. Now we put the ball in the end zone. It's going to be an exciting football game. Rebels will get the ball back here. Pretty good field position, taking at the 20. Can he get down the sidelines? Oh, look out, look out, look out. Stiff arms the kicker, but it was enough of, well, Carlos Estrada out there to at least slow him down. Ooh.
Well, if I'm Coach Grider, I might have a talk with my kicker. That's the last guy, Lomax, you want to get it to. That's their best runner.
So Daniel Lomax, a junior, stiff-armed and ran over Carlos Estrada, but Estrada slowed him down enough, or that could have been even more damaging for East High. 10:07 to go in the first half, 1st and 10, ball at the 46. Gary takes a look, 2 receivers out to his right, they stay on the ground. Cuts across the grain, and he could be gone. He might be gone. To the 20, to the 10, he angles in, and it is a touchdown Rebels. Joe Jones gone.
Number 34, Joe Jones.
One cut, boom.
One cut right out, a little veer on the backside, and away he goes.
PAT is almost blocked. That was a good job by East, but it's not. It is ripped through the goalpost. We'll give our great partners an opportunity to let you know all about their relationship with Kern High School District back right after this.
Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
Welcome back, everybody. 9:56 to go in the half here over at South High School. We've got a nice one brewing here, 10-7. South High got a nod from our cameraman. Julian says, yes, sir, we do have a nice one breaking out here. South scores on the first play from the line of scrimmage in that drive. We just saw a one-cut, gone run from Joe Jones, and now South with a 9-iron. Look out, it's taken at the 35-yard line. And they run him back. Nice coverage there. It was handled
By David Diaz, number 8.
And he took a big pop. That ball was
Number 8,
really
David
well
Diaz there
kicked.
received the kick, brought down by
Actually, a
throw
nice
kick
kick,
from
but that was
Nevada Torres.
a nice field of that kick. That'll get your blood going if you're not expecting that.
Yeah, coaching staff just let Luis Harrow know that's a really, really nice kick right there. It's about a
And
9-iron.
one of their coaches is A.J. Johnson. I don't know if you remember that name.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Great receiver out of Highland High School. Ended up going to Fresno State.
There's some athletic, trim-looking coaches over there. Look out, heads up, heads up. Ooh, dangerous flare out there to the far side up against the hash mark, and they lose 5 yards on that play.
Trying to get the number on that corner there, that safety for South High that came up. Looks like number
20,
9.
Sebastian Ornelas there to stop him in the backfield.
Second and 14. Laura has already thrown for 1 touchdown pass. They keep it on the ground, exploding right through the tackles up to just 2 yards shy of the first down. Another great run by Martinez.
16,
Wow,
Martinez
explosion.
brought down by number 22, Daniel Lomax, and number 20,
You know, they come out on early
Ornelas.
downs and they look good. Now we've got a
They moved the
Well,
chains. Ooh,
we had a second and 13 there. Now we got a first and 10, but again, can't chase the chains all night.
hard
There we
count,
go. We got
and another encroachment out there. The aggressive, eager Demetrius Acevedo, I believe, might have
Penalty is
jumped.
against South High. It'll be first down and 5.
So what?
No, I think that was Joe Jones there, 34.
Is that Joe out there on
Yeah.
the far end? Oh boy,
Joe pulling double duty tonight.
a lot of guys are tonight. You hear somebody's mom or aunt, somebody saying, "Watch the ball, defense." Lara comes down the far side with it. He floats it out there. It is
Oh!
What a great effort at the end. A supreme effort by Davion Williams to break up a certain long first down.
Jason Beltran,
Wow, what a play.
broken up by number 4, Davion Williams.
Williams
Think
ran, he ran from,
He did. And Beltran might have, should have had that in his hands there. Nice throw by Laura.
tell you what, not to take anything away from Williams' play, that was fantastic. So now Lara on a 2nd and 5, ball's at midfield. Again, fires one out to the, and it's dropped. And he wanted to take off before he had it. Rodriguez was running before he caught it. And just like that, it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd and 5. They're chasing the chains again. They needed that one. Rodriguez is the kid that caught the touchdown pass.
Third and 5, 8:13 to go in the first half. 10-7, South High up by 3. Ball's at the 49-yard line inside East High territory. If they get it to the 46-yard line, it's a first down. High snap for Lara. He pump fakes, throws it down the field, and if it's caught, it's a big one. It is not. It is incomplete, and that play was a little discombobulated from the beginning because of the high snap, and then Lara tried to do the double pump, and by that time, just was not
Kind
working.
of a double move there by Rodriguez. He was open. Laura just overshot him a little bit.
He was wide open. So 8:08 to go here in the half, and the Blades are going to have to punt it, and you've got Andrew Perez out there to do the punting.
Mr. Perez. Had him at 7 o'clock this morning in class.
Did he say, Mr. Van Horn, are you working with Mr. Palm tonight? There's a snap. Perfect one. Knuckleballer, and it bounces. And, oh, boy, what a beautiful, beautiful bounce for the Blades all the way to the 15-yard line. I'll take this opportunity to have Rick wax eloquence on his long-time relationship with East High School.
Yeah, started in 1994. You know, I took over as head coach there, left BHS after 10 years, and took over a club that hadn't won a game in a while, about 2.5 years, and So that was a tough task. Got it up and running, and then I ended up leaving and opening up Liberty.
Wow, seems like a lifetime ago, huh?
It does, it does.
Still have a lot of close ties there, still very much involved. And here's a run play to start off this drive. It runs right into the East High wall over there on the right side. Coaching staff, athletic director, all of them very dear friends of yours. You're bantering with the eye in the sky for the East High Blades right below us.
Yeah.
Coaching staff.
A couple of former players down there.
But no East High gear tonight. It's Oklahoma State Cowboys.
No, it's
Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Oh, I thought you were going Cowboys
Yeah.
on me. Oh, wow.
Well, you know what?
It might be. You don't know.
Yeah. Depends on who wins tomorrow.
Right. Oh, big contact and a big hit out there. Man, oh, man.
That
That's
was Nate Carr and
Nate Carr
Landon Burrell.
is listed at 5'6", 220.
Number 22, Daniel Lomax.
And Landon Burrell also in there. I'm a fan of this Blade defense.
3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4, big 3rd down for both teams here with 6:45 to go in the first half. Can South keep their drive going? They're up 3. And can East High School football get the ball back? R.J. Bell out here on the end, 6'2", 180. Where's number 88 right below the loudspeaker? And an incomplete pass. It was rushed. It was thrown quickly. And there was nobody there. Frustration for the coaching staff for the Rebels as the Blades are going to get the football here, I believe, on a punt. Can't imagine they would go for it here.
Had pressure from the outside by Noah Arvisu.
Fourth and 4. You've got Austin standing inside the 50 now. He's at the South 45. So
Austin's got to field this punt. Fair catch it either way.
Ooh, they almost block it, and they
Fair
might have
catch.
tipped it. They might have tipped it. And it bounces basically to where he was standing anyway. That ball was this close to being blocked, and it may have even been tipped.
You know, East High's almost got that punt. They've had about 2 PAT, the field goal and the PAT. They probably should have blocked, but they came very close.
So what can the Blades do? They trail 7-10, 6:15 to go here in the first half. Hope you're enjoying this game as much as we are. This is a very, very fun atmosphere here at South High. I love it. You walk over to the ticket booth. We're trying to get a program, and man, they've got baked potatoes and waffles,
a lot of excitement,
and
yeah.
tacos, and the band is as good as it gets. Great, great atmosphere here at South High. Bravo. Laura stands just inside the 50-yard line. They keep it on the ground. They've had success, and they do again on first down. Rick talked about that last series. They get off to a good start, and that's a gain of 4.
You know, they've moved the ball at times, both running and passing. It's just a matter of putting it all together now and putting a drive together. You know, they have got Austin now in the backfield. Martinez taking a break.
Beltran down here in the bottom of your screen. On the right side, Laura keeps the ball on the ground. Strong run, big run by Austin, and that's very close to a first down. They may move the chains. They do. What a power run.
Yeah, yeah. And like we said, we've seen Martinez has some good runs early in that first quarter. Now Austin, you know, it's just a matter of putting everything together, and that's kind of been their problem this year. They look good at times, and then they fade away.
1st and 10, 5:25 to go in the first half. Laura looks back over to the coaching staff. Has Austin with him. They fake it to Austin, and here comes Laura. Laura to the 20. He cuts upfield. Laura to the 10. Laura to the 5-yard line. So the senior quarterback with that great ball fake, and don't kid yourself, that's an art. That's a talent.
It sure is.
Takes it down to about the 5-yard line.
Wow, 1st and goal from the 5. Here come the Blades.
And you might like this. He's also a starter on the Blade basketball team.
Called a lot of his shots, my man. Called a lot of his shots. Hey, he'll get unconscious, too, and start flinging it.
Yeah.
First and goal from the 5, Laura. They give it to Austin, and he just bowls his way in. He is definitely in. Touchdown, East High. And look at that crowd over there and the pep band and the cheerleaders. They're loving it. Coach Greider, 2 long drives. Touchdown, East.
And they did that all on the ground.
Yeah.
So like I said, when they want to move it, they can move the ball. And that's missing 2 starting offensive linemen tonight.
Low snap, and it's up and it's through. Another long field goal, and it's 14-10. We'll take a short break here on Kern High Network. What a nice game we have going tonight. Back right after this.
From California's largest Buick GMC dealership, Motor City, check out these incredible customer reviews. Quote, "It was a completely painless process. We highly recommend Motor City GMC to family and friends." Quote, "Next time I'm in need of a new or used vehicle, I'll definitely come back to Motor City." Ready for a professional grade experience?
This is where you want to be.
Welcome to the city, Motor City.
Federal Credit Union has been the local choice to meet your financial needs. And just because we're local, you can still take us wherever your travels or life may be. From online and digital banking to mobile check deposit, Kern Schools is always a tap away. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn, Julian Wilson, and we're riding in the Bentley tonight. Our director, producer, Todd Bentley. And we've got a nice football game here, 14-10. East up over South right now. They'll kick off after their second touchdown. Rick, great point, great observation that I didn't catch. They did that whole thing on the ground. And Rick, they also listened to you on the kickoff.
Yeah.
They hammered that one.
Don't kick it to Lomax.
They hammered that one, so that time around, Luis Gutierrez hammers it to the end zone, and Rebels will take over on a down.
You know, we're talking about a South High Rebel team that's averaging 40 a game. So that's something to be said about the East High defense, you know, and we talked about this earlier. They've played defense all year long. Their offense has sputtered throughout the season.
First and 10, under 5. Aguirre, run to the right side. Nice job by this tough, strong running back. Just continues to keep rolling. And that's a great start. And Lomax, 5 yards, makes it a 2nd and 5.
Austin after a gain of 6.
Landon Burrell came off the edge, looked like he had a chance to stop Lomax for about a 2-yard gain. You know, you're going to see a lot of these, and you'll know because Coach Greider spent a lot of time at BC as a linebacker coach, and so you're going to see a lot of the concepts that Bakersfield College does right here with the Blades.
Another strong run. They're just going to grind it out right now, but the clock is going to dip below 4 minutes here with 7 seconds to go.
And that's a Rebel first down.
They move the chains.
Carried by number 22, Lomax.
And Aguirre
Down by number 84.
has him up on the line of scrimmage already. markers are set, clock rolls, and we will go below 4 minutes now. He spreads everybody out. High snap, quickly gets to Lomax, cuts back up against the grain. Oh, what a strong run. Flag, though, still on his feet. Oh, delivers the boom at the 40-yard line. Big contact up there, but a flag way back in the backfield.
Yeah, it looks like it'd probably be against South High. Big contact there by number 20, Jackson Phillips.
Man.
Safety for East.
And
so I think that's coming back.
Phillips is 6 foot, 180 pound, and he is a good-looking ball player.
It's a holding against the offense, and that run will come back.
When Lomax gets going, he's 205 pounds, which is unusually big for a high school running back. When he gets going, he's pretty tough to bring down.
Rumbling, bumbling, the whole deal.
That's it.
Heard Boomer last night calling Major League Baseball with Sutcliffe, Chris Berman and Rick Sutcliffe. That's there's some stories in that booth. 1st and 20. Gary drops straight back, takes a look, throws one out there, and it is batted
I think
away.
it's intercepted.
Did he get it? Did he get it?
Oh.
He ran out of space. It was caught by Andrew Almazan, the DB, but he ran out of real estate. Ooh, that was close.
That was.
Can you imagine? 2nd and 20 now. Heard a Garces 7, BHS 0 score.
First quarter.
Cam Williams not playing tonight?
Not playing, injured.
Oh, boy. 2nd and 20. A Gary strong left side, rolls to that left side, takes a look, floats one out there, should be caught, and it is. Stays in bounds. A big tackle up to about the 32-yard line, and that's Williams.
Number 4, Davion Williams.
Just a little flood route for South High where they have somebody 3 levels. Looks like, illegal procedure against South High.
On the play against the offense.
Illegal procedure, and Isaac Diaz is holding his hands up as if it was him, so the tight end, senior, number 16, it may not have been on him, but he was certainly the one that was the most demonstrative over the call.
Probably would have been better off not doing anything at all. Then nobody would have known.
I wouldn't have called his name out, right? They move back over to the far hash. Now it's 3rd and 20. They've had this 20 marker up for a long time, and it's actually longer.
Yeah,
than 20.
it might be longer.
The scoreboard now correctly says 3rd and 26. 3:13 to go, and South High's got to be careful here. A lot of time left on this clock.
East High giving signal coverage on that weak side.
That's on the far side of the hash. They just keep it on the ground, and it's a run play, and it's a fantastic executed tackle. That was beautiful by Brandon Austin, and Brandon Austin he's already working for that Tony's Pizza award. He knows what that's all about. Free pizza, T-shirt. He's ready for that. That's a couple of big plays by him on offense, on defense, and now 4th and 26. I don't know what other option there is. Oh, it's 3rd and 26. That's why I was wondering. The scoreboard still has it at 4th, but it's 3rd and 26 because of the double penalties. It's now only 3rd and 26, not 4th, and I think the announcer is going to realize that here real quick. Aguirre drops back, has some time, gets out of the pocket, floats one down the field, has a man, and that that ball started to wobble, and that could have been big-time trouble. Incomplete.
That ball is incomplete. It was 4th down and long.
That hung up there for a second.
That's actually a great job by number 22 for East High, Anthony Jimenez, keeping Aguirre in the pocket there, forcing him to throw. And actually, the receiver was behind Alvarez. And luckily he didn't get off a good throw. Now Austin's got it. He's awful deep here on this punt.
I think he wants to run into it, Rick. I think he wants to come forward into it because all these punts have bounced. And this one's a super high one, way up and way short. Bounces at 35.
That's why. Got to catch the ball.
Well, be that as it may, Ricardo, they start again inside territory, but there's a flag way back here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't see it.
We've got a...
The 45-yard line of South High, there's a penalty for running into the kicker.
I didn't see it. And of all things, I was about to announce how they're really not coming after it. And what I did see was the blocker right in front of his own punter. And Coach Grider is looking for an explanation. His assistants are there as well. They didn't see it either.
Is that going to be a 5 or a...
So the ball comes up to the 20. They'll punt it again. And now Austin will stand dab smack right on the pink ribbon 50-yard line.
The South High's been kicking it awful high, but not deep. So
and now, Rick, it looks as though East High may make a run at it here. Ball's at the 20. Oh, they are so close to getting it. Another nice bounce. It continues to take great bounces for the Rebels, the way the ball's been booted. So, pays off. They move the ball back to the 42-yard line inside East territory, but the Blades have a $1:43 left. See if they can do something with it here. We want to thank our sponsors, the United States Army. Thank you to the Army for being so deeply ingrained in what we're doing here. All of these great events, they have their officers out here, and the push-up contest was great. Last week, Cornford and I scored on some Army water bottles. Thank you to Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, a name synonymous with education for all of our athletes and student athletes and our students here in the community. Of course, thank you to Motor City. That Motor City Minute is about as good as it gets. Love it. Thank you to Motor City and Tony's Pizza. There'll be a Tony's Pizza Player of the Game awarded tonight. 1st and 10, ball at their own 43-yard line. Can the Blades make something happen here? They start off with Lara. Wants to go deep. For a second, now it looks like his lineman held. Lara floats one at her, almost a
great catch by Gutierrez.
But I think the whole thing is
going to be
null and void.
Pass falls incomplete. There's a holding flag on the play.
Well, interesting night for football here around Kern County. I've got my roster with me of all the games going on tonight. We'll talk about that a little bit later. You know, we're hearing interesting news coming out of Bakersfield High School with Garces there for homecoming. The Drillers don't have their star University of Washington quarterback playing tonight. So holding brings the ball all the way back to about the 27-yard line. So East High putting himself in a hole here. With 1:33, they had an opportunity to get on the board again. They lead 14-10, but it's not happening just yet. Lara, they decide to keep it on the ground. Strong run by Austin to the 30-yard line, and you know they may just, I wouldn't say be content, but at least make a tactical decision to just kind of grind this clock down to 0.
And you're exactly right.
Brought down by number 34, Joe Jones.
I think when they had the first punt, and had the ball inside
the 50, they had a chance. Now they're outside the 50,
but you never know. Lara might take a shot.
That's right.
3rd and 25.
But if they go into halftime 14-10, that's a moral victory for East High. They're a 14-point favorite if you look at the Californian.
Right. And Austin and East High School wants the call. Coach Grider wants the call. They faked the hand. He made the handoff, and Lara was pummeled and drilled into the ground and didn't have the ball with him. And Isaac Diaz just decleated Lara, and Coach Grider saying, hey, where's
Yeah.
my roughing the quarterback? So a timeout taken by South because there is 35 seconds left here. They might be able to get the ball back and take a shot at the end zone. This is the Kern High School District's live exclusive coverage of high school athletics. Kern High Network is where we're at. I dig the shirts. I would have loved to have had a T-shirt. Kevin Willie has hats.
T-shirts?
Dude,
Really?
Rick, I'm telling you, we're only the play-by-play and color
I
guy.
know it.
Dude, I love the shirts.
T-shirts, really?
Do you have a shirt? You don't, Julian? Do you have a hat? Really? Rick, what have you been given?
Not much. Not much.
Julian, I need a lot, and it's not happening. Todd.
Have they been giving it to you, Bentley? You're supposed to give it to us, and you've been.
Yeah,
we're about the same size, right?
That may be kind of a recurring theme of what he's supposed to deliver, right? No wonder. Todd Bentley was the ultimate my dog ate the homework guy. I know it. Here we go. 3rd and 25, East. Again with that slate of running backs directly behind Laura. They keep it on the ground, and it's a nice, strong run play, and it gets back up to that original line of scrimmage. It's Martinez, but South High is going to burn one more timeout because it's going to be 4th and 10.
Nate Martinez.
So with 26 seconds to go, they'll get the football back.
10 yards shy of a first down.
And you trail by 4, you never know. You get off a Hail Mary and take the lead at halftime. Also representing Kern High Network tonight are still shot photographer, the incomparable Nick Ellis. I walked up to say hi tonight to Nick during the JV game, and as I walk up to him, the line judge right next to him throws a flag on one of the teams at JV. I said, wow, how apropos. Ellis, just being around you, the flag comes out.
Yeah, with Nick.
Okay, East High will punt. Perez stands back at his own 27-yard line. Harlan back for the Rebels with 26 seconds. Perfect deep snap. Decent punt. Could take a nice bounce. And it'll be down to the 29-yard line. So 17 seconds left for the Rebels. Not the worst field position. They've got 71 yards to go. But with the boot that we saw on the strong-legged Haro, you never know how far they have to get.
That's true. But it looks like the South High doesn't have any timeouts left, so they've got to go 69 yards in 17 seconds with no timeouts.
Gary comes out, talks to his guys, gets everybody lined up here. The Blades show 4 up front, man on everybody else. Gary drops back, wants to go long, but he tosses one out to the far side, and it's dropped, They lose 5 seconds on that, and it was intended for Harlan out there. Would have taken up a lot of time as well had he caught it. The Rebels don't have any more timeouts, so as you mentioned, so it's got to happen. And you never know, South High might, after all this, they may just take a knee. You never know.
That's true.
Something crazy happens out there in the Badlands, and it could be a disaster. Doesn't look like it, though. Gary takes the snap, looks quickly over here, and he's wrapped up. And does he get out of bounds? He does, with 7 on
That pass completed
the
to
game
number
clock.
14, Christian Gonzalez.
Gonzalez with the
quarterback number
catch.
2, Bryson Aguirre. Third down.
Tackled by Carlos Estrada there. If he would have kept him in bounds, we might have
tried to. He tried to.
You never know with Jones or Lomax in the backfield. And they could break a little draw, a little screen all the way to the house.
3rd and 6. Gary, another quick one out here. And he gets out of bounds at the
That's a Rebel first down.
48-yard line. They move the sticks. So with 2 seconds to go.
Ball out close to midfield with 2 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Could be the old Aaron Rodgers halftime hurl.
Well, he kept looking for the flea flicker coming out because he saw the running back coming.
Yeah, I thought so as well. I mean, we may see it later. Now they have Gary coming over to the sidelines very quickly to chat with the coaching staff. Goes back over, talks to Joe Jones very quickly.
Lomax is back in the backfield. No, that's Jones.
Right.
34.
Gary fakes the handoff. He's in trouble. And he takes a big hit to finish the half, and it is a 14-10. The refs, it gets physical at the very end of the half, but they let it go. And 14-10 is the score. East High, as you said, were 14-point underdogs according to print, and they're up 4. We're going to enjoy the South High Marching Rebel Band in a few moments, but we'll take a break. Hope you're enjoying all of this on Kern High Network.
Every team trains hard. Every team prepares to win. But when U.S. Army soldiers take the field, it's best if the other guys don't bother showing up. See if you have what it takes at GoArmy.com/team.
This season, the Rebel Regiment competition show is from the hit Broadway musical Wicked. Tonight we will be performing No One Mourns the Wicked, Dancing Through Life, and Defying Gravity. Drum Major, is your unit ready? You may enter the field in exhibition. Hope you don't get hurt trying to climb on the bandwagon. That ladder must be pretty tall. Who you got, 49ers or Arizona?
Yeah. Arizona's hurting.
Both teams.
San Francisco, yeah, they're still trying to figure it out.
CJ Beathard, not bad.
My name's Steve Holmes, principal of Ridgeview High School, and this is the Motor City Minute.
Alexander Williams behind him. Bootleg to the opposite side. Floats one out. There's a touchdown. Snap. Look out. Ball rolls around. So one better guy to have it.
That was your Motor City Minute.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile, and I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile. And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, together we have something special.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit.
After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had the chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
I lot of more hands-on activity, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
It's not only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put everything together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well, It's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being able to actually produce furniture and cabinetry.
Houses need cabinets, businesses. Having a pool of resources or kids that have some knowledge in the industry would be real good.
Pull down on that. Let's slide these up. Watch fingers.
It's changed a lot. What I'm seeing here is what it's going towards. The CNC equipment, computers. I could actually build cabinets out of this shop. It's state of the art. It really is.
I am constantly looking for students that have been through these programs. It's always nice to have a person that has some experience. It's a lot easier to train. I think we're fortunate in Bakersfield that the Kern High School District has invested in a program like this. I would encourage other businesses to partner up with the Kern High School District like I've done here, because this really shows you what can be done if business comes together with the Kern High School District.
This is where we're going to train the kids to actually get jobs in the industry. We're going to give them the basic tools that they need, also the skills that they need to understand where they fit into the industry.
All the animated things, because we have everything that we need in the scenes.
They are learning the principles of animation, Photoshop. They're learning how to animate in 2D and 3D. And when you swap to that shape, then you're just going to drag these over here.
The storyboard aspect of creating basically the skeleton of the story, and then just sort of directing people in my vision of what I want in the story. And it's also giving me the advantage of Mr. Pollard, since he's worked at so many companies, being able to put it in my resume and be like, this is the art direction I've received.
I was shearing my lamb for fair. I have 2 lambs.
This lamb is stubborn.
Taking care of animals is you feed them twice a day, make sure they have water, walk them, make sure they're ready for fair.
Vet science is the first year before you can actually go into animal science, and it's a lot of like hands-on with the different animals, and you get to learn different things such as giving shots, castrating, all that fun stuff. For me, wanting to be a vet when I'm older, it prepares me. All the stuff that I'm learning in ag is definitely going to help me.
I'm in ag communications. Anything that you see on the Facebook page is what we do, and pictures, and we do all the posters that are around campus, anything that just promotes ag.
Our students are all part of the FFA organization, and through that we have a chapter officer team. We do monthly chapter meetings because we're trying to get them involved outside of class, so they can find something that they're interested in, and they need something that's going to hook them so that they're ready for life after high school.
In animal care, the students learn a variety of things, whether it's tools or terms. In the veterinary field, they learn about the skeletal systems, animal nutrition, the housing, how to properly care for them. They also have the opportunity in the spring to actually go work at a veterinary hospital or at an animal shelter or a grooming and salon.
Animal restraint, weight and temperature, pulse, respiration, all of that I learned here.
They take a state certified test, and if they pass, they become a certified vet assistant right out of high school.
It's always hands-on, and so I think that's what really helps us is that we're not just getting it from a textbook, we're actually doing these things, and we're actually practicing these things that we'll be doing in our future careers.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Rick Van Horn, Todd Bentley, our director-producer, and Julian Wilson on camera. It's that time. We're about to get into the third quarter. Thank you to the Rebel Regime marching band and color guard. Fantastic job as always. Top-notch musical presentation. Appreciate that. During halftime, Dr. Van Horn, myself, Julian, and Todd were covering a lot of different subjects, and we finished off with, of all things, soccer and rugby and the difficulty level at the highest degree when it comes to the execution of it. And we were correlating that with, you know, how football has evolved over the years and the different types of offenses, and then sometimes it goes full circle and comes back to just good, strong, smash-mouth, hard football, and that's what's going on tonight, Rick. It's 14-10. Seen some nice pass plays, some good run plays, but there's just some really good, old-fashioned, hardcore football going off down there on the grass.
And the common denominator tonight is defense from both sides.
Right, right. So the Blades with a 14-10 lead. Short kick taken at the fumble, ball's on the ground. Oh boy, that thing was up there for a while. David Diaz could hear the cleats coming.
Well, he got hit pretty good the last time. They kicked it short and he fielded it. So he might have been hearing some footsteps there.
Okay. Blades offense jogs out to the near hash right below us. The ball's at the 30-yard line. In between the two light posts for a while, so Julian's got a clean space to look at. Lara has one touchdown pass. Fumble, ball's on the ground. Oh, the handoff looked like there was a communication problem, as if Martinez didn't even know it was coming to him. He kind of moved past him to block, and Lara looked like he was going to hand it off. That ball was on the grass.
Well, it's not a good start for the Blades. They put the ball on the ground the last two plays on the kickoff and the first play from scrimmage here. So
second and 12. This time, no confusion there. Lara runs into the back of his own player. He's trying to get past Ulysses Gonzalez, and not much there. Quickly, it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd down and 10.
one of the most important series in a game is the one coming out, the first one out right after halftime. That's where you got to set the tone.
Trips down here to this bottom side, the right side of the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's a screen play, and it is, and it's could develop into a first down and more, and it does. Oh, what a really nice play out there. Martinez has done this already in the first half. It wasn't quite a screenplay in the first half, but the delayed gratification works. First down east.
Down by number 20, Sebastian Ornales.
Good job by Laura setting that up, and you know, you think that's an easy pass, those screens, but there's a lot of acting involved in those when you run a good screen, especially coming from the quarterback.
Got 4 of those Rebels right in your face mask. It still delivers a perfect ball. 1st and 10 from the 45, east. They stay right between the tackles, and how about this for a nice 6-yard start on this new set of downs. And again, it's the workhorse, Brandon Austin. Gain of 6 at least.
Demetrius Acevedo. It's the ball across midfield. It's 2nd down and 3.
Austin again, good enough for a first down. Blades are on the move.
Sure are.
With the carry again. He picks up a first down.
If you're at halftime, you're Coach Greider, you're saying, hey, we're up 4 on the road. Things are looking good. We've even had an opportunity late in the first half we couldn't really capitalize on, so let's feel good about ourselves. Let's be positive, and that's exactly what they've done to come out and start this third quarter. 9.5 to go in the third. 14-10, Blades have the ball. You're watching Kern High Network. I'm Vance Palm with Rick Van Horn. Laura takes the snap, keeper the entire time. Cup takes a couple of big hits, and
he still gained 5 yards, and that's a nice first down play for the Blades.
He took 3 big pops, hit the ground, and still no whistle. I think the other refs were expecting each other to call it, and his back was on the ground, and the whistle finally blew. Strong run, and the ball is at the 37-yard line. The down marker, the second down marker, is a little bit north of where the football is. Don't you agree, Rick? The ball looks like it's at the 37.
Yeah, it looks like a long 5 here.
Okay. Laura flings it out to the far side. It is caught. It is a first down. Couple of big hits out there, and Michael Rodriguez takes a few pops, but first down, East High School. And they're not chasing the chains, they're moving the chains.
They're moving
Rick.
the chains, and that's exactly what you have to do in this RPO spread offense. You know, you mix those passes in. That's kind of like a run play in this offense.
Laura, ball's at the 32-yard line. It's a handoff, and good, strong running out there by Martinez, and South High met him, but not until he picked up 3 yards.
Number 16, Nate Martinez with the carry. Number 52, Adrian Rivera with the stop. 2nd down and 8.
You know, the Rebels have been averaging 40 points a game on offense, but they've been giving up 19.1 a game. So they've been outscoring teams, much like a basketball game.
High snap, broken up. Laura in trouble, not going to get out of there. So it was a bad snap, and his running back partner was stalled as well. They were just kind of stunned for a second, like in a fly ball in the outfield. You got it, I got it, you got it? No.
I got it, you take it.
We have a Blade that's down at the 40-yard line, and I can't see the number. We'll take a commercial break here on Kern High Network, back right after this.
I think that's
From California's largest Buick GMC dealership, Motor City, check out these incredible customer reviews. Quote, "It was a completely painless process. We highly recommend Motor City GMC to family and friends." Quote, "Next time I'm in need of a new or used vehicle, I'll definitely come back to Motor City." Ready for a professional grade experience?
This is where you want to be.
Welcome to the city, Motor City.
Every team trains hard. Every team prepares to win. But when U.S. Army soldiers take the field, it's best if the other guys don't bother showing up. See if you have what it takes at GoArmy.com/team.
Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow...
Brandon, what?
Welcome back, everybody. The dinged up players, their quarterback, Richard Lara for East, but he's up. Helmet is off, so they walked him off the field here, and he's standing up over there, getting some water, talking to the coaching staff. Looks okay. Rick, what do you know about the quarterbacking situation for the Blades?
Well, I know their backup quarterback is not suited out tonight. He's hurt. So they're going to go a lot of Wildcat this series with, it looks like Nate Martinez, or Brandon Austin's going to take the snap.
Austin better, because Martinez is about 9 yards behind center. So Brandon Austin, and we're going to see a timeout. So Coach Greider did the right thing there. Just stop it for a second, even though they had time to think about it during the.
It looks like Laura's got his helmet back on. He's coming back into the game.
So they burned a timeout with 7:11, 3:12 to 3rd and 12. Ball's at the 33-yard line. Again, we want to thank the United States Army. Thank you, U.S. Army, for being such a great partner with the Kern High School District and Kern High Network. Thank you so much. I want to also thank Kern Schools Federal Credit Union. That's a name synonymous with all of our students here in the community at every level, specifically for us, the Kern High School District. The Motor City Minute, brought to you by who else? Motor City. Talk about an entity in our community that is a supportive group of professionals. Thank you, Motor City. And our good friend Tony at Tony's Pizza. Tonight there will be a Tony's Pizza award going out to the player of the game, and it is far from decided. Far from decided.
I agree with you.
With 7:11 to go in the third quarter, a lot of time left. On camera, Julian Wilson. We're riding the Bentley tonight. Todd Bentley's our director-producer. So they come back after the timeout. Lara back in. Austin behind him. He's got a pair of receivers split out on both sides. The ball's on the far hash mark from us, up against the East High sidelines. Directionally, they're heading due south, right towards the Grapevine. Austin in motion towards us. Lara takes a look at it, fires across the middle, a perfect misdirection play. It is a first down and more, and it's caught out there by Beltran, and they used Austin.
And that's going to be a first down.
They used Austin for a big decoy out below us.
They
and
did.
Instead, a slasher across the middle of Beltran. First down, Blades.
And I believe that's Beltran's first catch. He's their leading receiver on the season, their big play guy, and that's his first catch.
Returned. Did a kickoff return.
Did a kickoff return.
Had the ball in his hands.
Dropped the ball, the double move here that maybe he should have caught.
Now Austin is again the target. This time he is the target, I should say. Underthrown. Really uncharacteristic of a Lara thrown ball.
Second down and 10.
So it brings up 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 15-yard line of South High School. And South, their crowd has just been taken out of this thing.
Out of this game. And East High is in field goal range.
No question. Lara, again, confusion there with the handoff. He makes a lot out of nothing. Whoa. Him and Austin confused.
That's the second time this series.
And that was all Lara.
Lara found out from that last play they went the wrong way that I better get the heck out of here because it doesn't feel good.
3rd and 7 from the 10-yard line, and this public address announcer is right. This crowd's better make some noise and get behind this defense. As Martinez back there with Lara, 3rd and 6. Lara takes a wild snap and just gets it to Martinez. So there's been some funkification there with that snap and handoff.
That's true, and we mentioned earlier that East High's without their starting center, Aaron Garcia. They're using a backup tonight. In fact, such a backup that he's not even on the roster or on the program, number 66.
Well, to make it a 7-point difference, the ball now is going to go down at the 17-yard line, so it's a 27-yarder for the Blades. The snap, the hold, it's up, and it is no good. They say wide right. And Luis Gutierrez actually questioning it. No good. So the Rebels stay within 4 here. Defense holds, and now they'll take over at their own 20-yard line.
Always tough to question the call when the white hat is a deputy district attorney, as in Scott Spielman.
Man, you talk about some leverage down there.
That's right.
Some power down there. The white hat, he's seen a few things, heard a few things, hadn't he? All right, 5 minutes to go and 5 seconds in this third quarter. Rebels going to try to put something together on the ground here, and not successful on this first run play. Joe wrapped up by about 5 blades.
Number 34, Joe Jones on the carry. Brought down by number 22.
Both Lomax and Jones for South High are averaging 6 yards a carry on the season.
Second and 9, they gave him a yard. I didn't see it. They're going to come after it. And Jones patiently waits for the linebacker to slide by him. And now he's still on his feet, and that's all Joe Jones. First down, South High.
And that's a Rebel first down.
That linebacker just ran right past him.
34, Joe Jones carrying tacklers down the field.
See the Dean of Local Sports, Greg Kerr, on the 25-yard line, capturing some footage.
He's got a great view.
He has had one.
Yeah.
They stay on the ground. They pound it out. Good for 3 or 4 yards. Flag comes out, a late flag, and that's going to be on a blade.
Number 22, Daniel Lomax with the carry.
That's going to be on a blade.
It looked like 56,
Yeah,
Nate Carr.
I think Nate's going to get snagged for something there with the aforementioned Scott Spielman. Dead ball foul, and it's going to be on East High School, and Nate going to take a jog over to the East High sidelines, and that is the last thing coaching staff from East High wants, is a big penalty to move the Rebels inside the 50-yard line when it wasn't as if South was, really taking it to them.
No, they were, East High was playing tough, and you give them free yardage like this.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Rebels inside the 50. It's now at the 48-yard line. And Aguirre. This time to Lomax, and he's a freight train when he gets a couple of yards head start.
That's right. If he gets going, it could be a long night. He's a big kid, 205 pounds.
Good to see Nate Carr come back in. He had his quick lecture by the coaching staff of the Blades, and he's back in. I'm certain that it would be a rarity if it were to happen again for him tonight. 2nd and 3, a 7-yard burst for Lomax. They stay with him again. He bounces off one, and here's a flag thrown right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, East High may get the yardage back here. It's a hold against South.
Comes right back.
Against South. Bring that run back.
A name we haven't called in a while is Rugnow. Had a couple of instrumental plays early in the game, but now he and Caleb Peebles break out to the far right side, right up against the East High sideline. The ball is on this hash close to us. 2nd and 10. Ball is directly below us. A quick strike, and caught. Really super nice hands out there by Angel Alvarez. And the junior makes a nice grab.
Yeah, it was.
Brought down by number 4, Carlos Estrada.
3rd and 7. Big play. Two and a half to go. And Peebles out. And Christian Gonzalez comes in to play tight end. And coaching staff for the South High Rebels, headed by Kerry Mills, decides to call a timeout. They want to make this work, make this count. Okay, while I've got Rick Van Horn here, Major League Baseball playoffs. It's October. Give me your thoughts.
It
Rico.
is.
Rico.
You know, Dodgers are tough. They won the first game. They win tonight.
I just received word that the
I like.
Booster Club is now selling
I
some
tell you what.
carne asada tacos.
Still 3-0.
3-0. Dodgers. I like the Brewers. Don't count the Brewers out.
Rick Sutcliffe mentioned him twice now, but I heard him on Dan Patrick a few days ago before the series started, and he's got Brewers Indians for the World Series. So
Yeah.
Brewers not really a front runner pick. A lot of guys have him picked.
Astros over the Indians, 7-2.
Oh boy.
Brewers over the Rockies, 4-0.
Oh boy.
Milwaukee leads that series 2-0. They got the.
What happened with the Red Sox Yankees?
Yankees won. Nope, sorry, Red Sox 5-4.
So Red Sox 5-4 win there.
You know, that's a shame because
Wow.
I love that series. And those guys got to cancel each other out early on in the playoffs.
All right, 3rd and 6. Gary hands the ball off. It's a big first down and more. And a strong run by Harlan. So a good timeout called by the coaching staff. Instead of rushing something and not having it work, they rushed something and it worked.
Yeah, and they're relying on that run game. They've got some big backs in there. They're just going to pound it in there.
They do it again. And look at this. Rick calls it, and it happens. It's touchdown, South Harlan.
A run by number 7, Ryan Harlan. Puts 6 points on the board for the Rebels and puts them in the lead.
16-14, here's the PAT. And Haro might kick this ball up onto Plans Avenue. Important PAT. Flags are going to fly, and I'll tell you what, the band is playing at full volume 11. And there was movement by the Rebels. False start, they'll move it back a little bit. Now it'll be a 25-yarder for Haro. Important PAT to make it a 3-point game. It's up, and it is a hammer job.
Ooh.
And it goes through. We'll take a short break here. 17-14 South back up at home. 2:02 left in the third quarter.
It's your South.
Every team trains hard. Every team prepares to win. But when U.S. Army soldiers take the field, it's best if the other guys don't bother showing up. See if you have what it takes at GoArmy.com/team.
2:02 remains here in the third quarter. 17-14, South High up by 3. And this has been a really nice football game. I'm Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn to my left, Julian Wilson to my right on camera, Todd Bentley, our director-producer this evening. Great to have you all here at the end of the third quarter. About 2 minutes left here. Nice football game. Almost. Flag comes out, the ball at the 38-yard line. That was almost caught in the air by the speedy Christian Gonzalez. The Rebels almost caught that in the air. Woo.
Well, I still can't understand why South High's doing the little 9-irons there, you know, and giving up that kind of field position. Now the Blades will take over on their own 44. Because we know Harrow's got a pretty good leg to get it down there.
I heard the coaching staff to my right saying, get it, get it, get it. So they may be working on some things. Rick could be working on some things. Exactly 2 minutes. Exactly 120 seconds left here in this third quarter. Laura banged up a little earlier. Right back in here at the 40-yard line. It's a strong run between the hash marks, maybe a yard. And he was hit hard by Adrian Rivera. Rivera popped up to let everybody know that was me that made that hit.
Nice run by Martinez. Tough, right up the middle, good for about 7.
Martinez with that carry 2. Tackled by a group of Rebel defenders on the play. 3rd down and 4.
We're in the time of the game where Laura's got to really have to step his game up. He's played a pretty good game so far, but I think he's going to have to use his arm a little bit in this game, and we're going to have to make some plays out of.
You know, that 3rd and 4, Rick. Ball's exactly at the 50. Lara, hard counts, nobody moves. In motion, he's got Martinez to his left, and I was going to say he's going to call a timeout here. So Coach Greider steps out onto the football field quickly, gingerly, wants to meet, lets his offensive coordinator take over, but 39 seconds, and they burned another timeout, Coach. What do you make of the college football landscape these days? Alabama and everybody else?
Alabama and everybody else. You've got Georgia, who's looking good. LSU, outside chance. Ohio State will be there. I don't think anybody from the Pac-10 will be there.
How about Coach Orgeron?
Well, if
he goes from being on the hottest of hot seats to maybe run for governor of Louisiana. Edo. All right, they're back from the timeout. 3rd and 4. Stands at the 45, ball's at the 50. Again, Martinez out to the left side. They only need 4 or 5, and they wait. Martinez makes the catch, and he gets the first down.
He's got the first down.
And they gave him a lot of real estate out there. They were very generous with the amount of space they gave him.
Well, Laura, that was his 3rd option. He looked downfield, saw some slants, and actually let Martinez get some width out there and some separation and threw a good ball, and that was actually a good catch by Martinez.
1st and 10. Lara on a keeper. Flags everywhere from 2 different officials. And we have a blade down as well at midfield. So a strong, hard run to the far left side of the football field. Flags flew, though, and more importantly, one of the big fellas from the Blades down with 17 seconds left here.
That
in
looks
the third
like
quarter.
Luis Ramirez, right guard for the Blades.
Oh, 6 foot, 260 pound senior, and going to see how he's doing there. We still have a lot more football left here on the Kern High Network. A few more weeks of league play and some playoff play. A lot of great volleyball action we've seen already this season, and basketball right around the corner, wrestling right around the corner. A lot happening on Kern High Network, so stay tuned. We'll always keep you posted. We'll tweet at you at KHSD Athletics, and of course with our Facebook page, and just so many great things that we put forward for everybody to enjoy. With the Kern High Network, we spread the wealth with our announcers. We have Rick Hutchins and Rich Cornford and Curtis Stelzer and Tom Myers and Kirk Boyers back in the fray. Kenny Calvin. I mean, look, there's ESPN, there's Fox, there's NBC, but then there's the Kern High Network. I mean, you talk about a stable of superstar caliber announcers, and it's nice to hear that round of applause for the big guy. And they'll help him off. So here is a 1st and 15 now. First and 14 is specifically, exactly. 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
That nice run by Laura negated by a penalty, which not helping the Blades.
He's got time, drops back, wants to fling it, steps up, and throws to no one. And there was, no one. Not even a defender.
No.
2nd and 14.
That pass falls incomplete. First down and 14.
Second and 14. Lara, a pitch option, decides to go ahead and do it, and it might work. Austin's got some space, lowers the boom, and he's still running. Nice, strong run, gets knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. I think that is, the 35-yard line. Super close to the first down. And that's the end of the third quarter. 17-14 South up over East. When we come back, a fantastic finish to a great football game in the SEYL. Back right after this on the Kern High Network.
From California's largest Buick GMC dealership, Motor City, check out these incredible customer reviews. Quote, "It was a completely painless process. We highly recommend Motor City GMC to family and friends." Quote, "Next time I'm in need of a newer used vehicle, I'll definitely come back to Motor City." Ready for a professional grade experience?
This is where you want to be.
Welcome to the city, Motor City.
All right, everybody, here we go. Start of the fourth, and it's a nice one. 3rd and 1, ball at the 35-yard line, East. If they get a yard and an inch, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 34.
Well, this is Eastside's in a good place. It's a 2-down zone, so they've got 2 plays to make a half a yard.
And Lara says, I'll take it right now.
Looks like they got it.
And, I don't know why the whistle hasn't blown yet. He got the first down and then some.
Quarterback keeper by number 9, Richard Lara.
And so Lara picks up the first. They move the sticks. Have they not given it to him? Oh, boy.
I think they're going to measure here.
Oh, boy.
I think they're going to measure.
That is surprising, only because from what we saw up here, and that's even from a skewed angle, we're not directly on the ball. So to start the fourth quarter off, we have a measurement. And
well, if the good thing for the Blades, if they don't get it, they've still got fourth down to get the 2 inches that they looks like they need.
And I apologize
if they are
for
short.
saying that it was already a first. I think we both just saw it happen and said, oh, that's definitely a first. But maybe not. I don't want to be the instigator or the creator of controversy here.
Well, I tell you what, Laura is going to have to take some of this on his back here in this fourth quarter. But he's missing 3 starting linemen now with Luis Ramirez out, Julian Cueto, and Aaron Garcia. They are going with a skeleton crew on that front line for the Blades.
Okay, they pick it up, 1st and 10. Nice job by the officiating crew. Wanted to make certain, and they are. Ball at the 34-yard line. Laura takes a look. Has Luis Gutierrez in the slot. Now they send Austin in motion. They fling it across the middle, and it is picked off.
Interception.
Davion Williams, it was not the best thrown ball. It was floated out there. He threw it off his back foot.
Yes, you're right. He had the right thought. If he would have got it out there a little bit, I think he had a chance for Gutierrez to make a play, but he ended up throwing it short.
Coaching staff making sure Williams know how much he's appreciated. Made a great play earlier tonight. Ran from the other side of the football field to break one up, and then this time he gets the interception. So Davion Williams wanting that Tony's Pizza Player of the Game award. But now South High not ready on offense. Ugh. First and 10, South. Big Joe.
I think you're going to see a lot of ground and pound from South High, from Lomax and Jones here this fourth quarter. Trying to hold that lead and not turn the ball over.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. So Jones picked up 11 on that. Man, 5 of it had to be after contact. So South High with a 3-point lead, 17-14, 11-11 left in the fourth. Gary takes a look. Has a strong right side, couple receivers over to his right, but they stay on the ground. And this time it's Lomax. Lomax brought down at the 27-yard line, picks up about 4 or 5 yards on that gain.
Number 22, Daniel Lomax, and the tackle by number 22, Anthony Jimenez.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle by Jimenez from East. Like we said, Lomax is a big kid. 205. You don't see a lot of 205-pound running backs in high school.
Pulled down by the 145-pound Jimenez, and now they bring the big guys in for both sides, offense and defense. On a 2nd and 5, and as you say, Rick, they're going to just work the clock down every play. They stay on the ground again. This time it's Joe. Uh-oh. He's to the 38-yard line and to the 34-yard line. Oh, boy. Whoa, Joe Jones.
Well, they're not going to like that on film. East High had a chance at Tamar Buford had a chance on a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Let him go and then ended up making the tackle 40 yards downfield. That's a big play.
We're below 10 minutes now. Big, strong run by Joe Joseph. Now Lomax in the backfield with a Gary. The clock has started, and they're going to have to call a timeout, and I don't believe that's what they wanted to do, stop this clock and stop this momentum. But South not able to get the play they wanted called.
No, they're down to one timeout with a 3-point ball game. You want to keep some of those in your pocket till you need them.
Rick, Bakersfield College Renegades, bye week. They're off tomorrow night. And then they start conference play the following Saturday night at Ventura, then at Long Beach. So they start off with a gauntlet of road games.
Gauntlet. It's going to be determined real early in this in that league.
Jacob Irby, a young man out of Kansas, hops off the plane, was going to try to just relax and watch the Golden West game. Next thing you know, he's in there. Took a pounding because he really didn't know any plays. And then last week, had a great football game and was spinning it and flinging
Played
it.
well and gives that Gate offense a new dimension now. They can throw the ball a little bit.
With all those offensive weapons on the ground.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night, silent at Memorial Stadium, and for 2 more weeks. We'll be back for the 30th anniversary of the 1988 National Championship team. Here's Lomax with a nice run. More on that. They come back for the 30th anniversary of the 1988 National Championship team. That's going to be a special, special time up at Memorial Stadium. 2nd and 4. Now Lomax. Oh, strong, big hit at the 24-yard line, man. He just walloped Bryson Evans, the sophomore. And now it looks like the South High School that.
Well, like I said, a lot of ground and pound here. They're going to use those big backs against that depleted.
And the line judge tossed the flag up, and it was caught in the air by Angel Alvarez. The receiver just caught the flag. Said, well, I mean, I can help you out.
I think that's Angel's only catch of the game.
Yeah, I don't know if Angels has had a reception yet tonight, but that one was a nice one. They'll start the clock again. We're under 9 minutes to go here. 17-14. South leads by a field goal. Don't kid yourself. East High very much in this football game. Gary hands the ball off to Lomax. That time he is brought down from behind.
By Bryson Evans.
Yep. So
he took one and he gave one. That's a pretty good trade-off.
Tackled by number 36 of the East High Blades.
Strong left side for the Rebels. Gary talks it over. Gary's quietly having a very good football game. Managing that offense. And now, again, they look discombobulated. Do they have the play they want in there on a 2nd and 14? It's important plays right here. Gary takes the snap, looks, throws out here, incomplete. Miscommunication there with Angel Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Taking a long time to get these plays set and ready. Yes, I know they want to wind the clock down, but at the same time, they don't look as crisp on the snap as they need to be.
I don't know how much confidence Coach Mills has in his passing game. But Gary's hitting on 66% of his passes, so they can throw it when they want to.
Gary.
Oh.
Screenplay. No, it's a slant right across the middle. It's caught, but big contact and no first down. Huge hit out there by Michael Aguirre. Wow, number 58. Sophomore, no measurements on him. But let me just tell you this. He can lay the wood.
He's one of the 8 sophomores that the Blades had brought up 2 weeks ago.
And here comes the long field goal. A 44-yarder for Haro.
East has been close on blocking some kicks tonight, so let's see what they can do here.
Rebels don't have everybody out there.
They may have to burn another timeout.
And they don't get the play called. So they're going to move it back 5 yards. So we've seen some mismanaged time here, and this is huge, Rick. Harrell's strong leg could have put it through.
I think they're going to bring the offense back in on 4th and about 16.
Boy. Opting not to boot it, at least put it deep in Blade territory.
Well, if East can stop him here, they're going to get fairly good field position with 7 minutes left, plenty of time.
Exactly 7 minutes. South High said we're not going to punt it unless Aguirre. No, they're going to throw. He floats it down midfield, and it is almost ricocheted in for a touchdown, and South High School coaches are looking for the call. They felt that Brandon Austin did not make a play on the ball, was just running, and the ball actually came up so short that it bounced off the back of Austin, and I think that's why the no call.
Right, but almost off his back into a South High receiver's hands.
So just like that, the Blades get the ball back with 6:53 in the fourth. Ball's at the 30-yard line. Both teams have kickers with very strong legs. But here comes Laura out, and behind him is Martinez in the backfield. Everybody else spread out across the line of scrimmage. Laura flicks one out to the far side and can't get.
Actually, a nice tackle there by a South High Rebel. I can't make that.
16, Martinez with the catch, and number 22.
Yeah,
Lomax.
it's a nice tackle by Lomax out there.
Lost a yard on the play.
They say he lost a yard. The sticks aren't really moving that much. 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. And can the Blades get paid or at least set up their kicker to try to tie this thing? Laura. Quick little shot out here to the near side. Caught by Luis Gutierrez. And moves the stick up to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Davion Williams with the tackle.
Under 6 to go now.
South High giving them a lot of room to throw the ball. Just whether or not East High takes advantage of it.
Strong package down here on the left side of the line of scrimmage. Laura instead looks to the right. Pump fakes, wants to go deep. Throws it up for a long, long ways, and it's caught at the 32-yard line. That ball was up there forever. Beltran made a perfect play on it, jumped at the right time, caught it at the top, and comes down with it. 1st and 10, East at the South 33-yard line.
Could be the play of the game right there for the Blades so far.
11, Jason Beltran. Big pickup on the play down the 32-yard line of South High.
If South bats it down or it's incomplete, it's a completely different football game. But now with 5:21, East has another shot. Will they stay on the ground? They do. And it's a nice handoff to Nate Martinez, and he gobbles up 8 yards. Here come the Blades.
Bounces to the outside, and he's brought down by number 22, Daniel Lomax.
So Lomax carrying the rock and making these big tackles. Will he get a chance to do something on offense? We don't know. East is going to try to drain this clock as far as they can. Substitutions coming in awfully late for the Rebels. Laura has one back there with him. It's Martinez. Doubles out to both sides. Hard count. Nobody jumps. Very close to encroachment. 4:40 left here in the fourth quarter. It's on the ground. And not much doing there.
Number 16, Nate Martinez. met by number 52, Adrian Rivera.
Well, again, East High in four down zone, so they've got 2 plays to try to get a long 2 yards here for the first down.
It's a third down here for your Rebel defense. Make some
3rd and 2, and this is a big, big play right here. Crowd's really into it now. The band right below us. Ball's on the 24-yard line. 3rd and 2. Lara wants to keep it himself. Can he do it? He does. He breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, still up.
Oh.
Flag, 2 flags on the play, and the coaching staff from East is going to want to know what these calls are.
Number 9, Richard Lara on the draw, brought down by number 16, Isaac Diaz. Flag on the play.
Oh, leading with the helmet on South High School, and both the back official and the white hat agreed simultaneously when they met.
You know, of all the games, the games I've done this year, that's the first time I've seen that called.
And it was such with emphatic flags from judges on opposite sides of the football. And here we go, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Here comes East. Lara has Austin back there with him. Austin moves in motion. Lara decides to keep it himself, cuts in between the tackles, gets a good 4 or 5 yards out of this carry. I've noticed the officials tonight a little slow on the
piles,
on the progress whistle.
Yeah.
But they've been consistently making the right mark of where the forward progress stops. So now it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. Ooh, Rico. What a football game.
Well, if nothing else, they should get 3 out of this. We haven't seen the option in a while. Last time they ran it down here at midfield, they got pretty good yardage.
Lara, just as much a threat, obviously. Now he stops. Lara still on his feet. Will he get in? Oh, flag on the play.
He
touchdown.
got in.
It's a touchdown.
But I think we're going to have a hold here.
For East, but there is a flag on the play.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe a face mask. It could be a face mask. It might be a face mask.
Oh, it looks like.
Here's the call from the white hat. Well, discussion here. Let's see what it is.
East High signaling. Richard Lara signaling
Yeah.
touchdown.
Let's see what the call is.
I think he knows something that we don't know.
And South High sending the PAT defensive squad on. Here it is. Here's the call. It is a face mask, yep, and they've declined it, of course. The touchdown is good.
Against South High, so the touchdown will stand. The run by number 9, Richard Lara.
So Lara.
Well, we talked about this earlier. Him taking this on his shoulders this second half, having to make plays both with his legs and his arm.
And here is a very significant PAT. It'll take it from a 3-pointer to a 4-pointer. So Gutierrez now it'll be assessed on the kickoff, so it's not as they don't even have to decline it. Here it is, huge PAT. It's down and it is through. It is through and
oh, would you look at that?
Flags after the PAT. They fly from everywhere and really unnecessary. Hopefully it's offsetting because the ball was basically by the flagpole when it all happened.
I saw big 77 running off the field there for East High, Andrew Hernandez. Could be offsetting on both sides.
PAT's good. Personal foul on East. But since they had one was going to be assessed on the kickoff anyway, so 21-17, 2:51 remaining. Nice football game, Rick.
It is. Football weather. Not too cold, not too warm.
Tomorrow, first October Saturday of football, is that right? Yeah, October 6th. Start the day off with friendship, fellowship, food.
Now there's the 15.
All right.
Now it looks like it will come back. So we're back to even. Now it's pretty simple. Don't kick it to a couple guys in powder blue jerseys. One being Lomax and the other being Jones.
Okay, Gutierrez, who just put the important PAT through from the 40. A low one, but it can be taken, and it's taken at the 10. And just as Coach Van Horn talked about it, look at this, a big return. But they say he stepped out way up here at the 43-yard line. Eagle Eye officiating crew shy of the 50-yard line. Ooh, and Davion has had a nice football game tonight. To the 43-yard line. Game not over. The mathematical possibilities of overtime are nearly impossible. So it's going to have to be a touchdown by South, and it's going to have to happen in the next 2:41.
Carlos Estrada for East High was there to make the play deep into South High territory there, but let the Rebel get away.
Okay, Gary, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with it, and it's Lomax with a super strong run for the first down. They gets to the 44-yard line. They get inside. Well, that looked awfully easy.
Yeah.
They will start the clock in just a second. Joe Joseph's going to probably come off here in a second. He looks a little dinged up. Joe Jones.
Joe Jones is off and Lomax is in.
And Jones has done a lot of work tonight, so he will not be forgotten in this evening. But right now, Lomax, the lone back with Gary. 2:15 and counting. East has to really make something happen here on defense. They keep it on the ground. Clock continues to tick. East High has
3 timeouts
three
left.
Timeouts. The Rebels have one only. We're below 2 minutes now. Gary to Lomax. Lomax cuts upfield and he gets stopped. Wow, what a great job out there. That's a big play.
Big play by
Nate
the Blades.
Carr. He had an offensive lineman all over him, and he still makes a big hit. Nate Carr. And with the Rebels only having one timeout, it's going to have to be used at a most precious time, and they decide that it's right now. 1:21 remains in this fourth quarter, and dare I say football game because of the 4-point difference.
Field goal does not do them any good.
What a nice game. And you said it. There was talk in the newspaper about a 2-touchdown difference of margin of victory for the Rebels. And
as we were talking about, it's a 4-2 South High team that could easily be 6-0 with those 2 losses, a 1-point loss to West High and a 4-point loss to Independence in overtime to open the season.
Okay, they break from the most important huddle of the evening. Third and 3. Again, South is out of timeouts now. And this crowd is up. A lot of noise being made on both sides of the football field. An old school football game. South High hosting East. Gary takes the snap. Quickly looks right. Flush out the pocket. Has a man wide open. Oh, and it's incomplete. And the coaching staff up here to our right, chagrined. They had a man wide open.
And they had their right guy, Kenny Regno.
Woo. That was a game winner.
They had the right guy in the right spot. Couldn't get the ball to him.
So
comes down to one play.
Here we go. 4th and 3. Lomax, the lone back, to block or to be a release valve. They need to get a first down. They just need 4 yards to keep the drive going. Look out, Gary's in trouble, and he goes, he? No, he breaks out of the tackle. He's got to get rid of it. He floats it out, and it's almost caught. It's almost caught for a heroic first down, but East High averts disaster on that play. And look at the Blades. Ecstatic on the sideline.
No timeouts left for South High. All they do is have to take a knee.
What a big moment for Coach Greider.
What a number 30 for the Blades, who's not on the program, not on the roster.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was almost the hero. Let him go.
What a super football game.
And he almost made a nice one-handed catch down here to keep the drive going.
Woo, boy. Well, after this snap, we'll decide on our Tony's Pizza player of the game.
Well, I tell you, we've got, we had Austin early on in the first half making some plays on offense and defense. Lomax the whole game.
And there's a knee taken by Lara. Well, Rick, our Tony's Pizza player of the game. Let's give it a good 50-second discussion.
Well,
Julian, your thoughts? You can just kind of weigh in.
I'm going to weigh in with the quarterback.
All right, so he went Lara right away.
Laura. Okay.
He went Lara right away. A lot of great.
Well, we had Martinez, number 16 for the Blades. Austin early on. We had Lomax. Jones had a great game, but
Austin. Look at this. How exciting is this for the East High Blades? They go on the road and are very close call on the Tony's Pizza player of the game, but our Tony's Pizza player of the game tonight will be our quarterback for the East High Blades, Lara, with a great game. If he's not in the game,
yeah,
I'm not quite sure it's the victory, and I'm not saying it not a team effort, but what you've said he's had to do without the linemen. Made a couple of huge plays, scored some touchdowns, ran for some touchdowns, threw for some touchdowns. Todd Bentley, are you in concurrence with that? Well, what a game. We want to thank the United States Army, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Motor City, and our Tony's Pizza player of the game is Richard Lara, the quarterback for the East High Blades. Any final comments, Rick?
Well, I tell you what, this league here is probably the most competitive of all the leagues.
Exciting.
You've still got to face. You're going to have games against North High and Highland. There's 4 teams in this league that can step up and win this league. Looks like East High now 2-0 is the front runner.
Especially after this momentum, Rick.
Yeah, and if they can get healthy toward the end of the season, they may make a run.
Take a look at our Achieve magazine. Catch us at the Peak Awards. Don't leave Kern High Network just yet. We've got a lot going on this fall, this winter, and it's going to be a fun time for everybody. On behalf of our director, producer Todd Bentley, our cameraman Julian, Rick Van Horn, myself, Vance Palm, have a fantastic first weekend of October. A lot of fun things going on in the sports world. Have a safe one. Good night. God bless.